Flail Chest. Okay, that is an aspect of emergency. So it's under chest injuries. So Flail Chest is one of them, and this is very, very serious. And this usually happens from blunt trauma to the chest. Blunt trauma to the chest region. So can result in this chest region. So blunt trauma to the chest region can give rise to this, can cause this. So blunt trauma. So blunt is something that is not sharp, something that is not projectile. Like a knife is not blunt. Razor blade is not blunt. Because if your razor blade touches your skin, it will tear it. Yeah. Okay? Blunt is something that doesn't have that ability to tear, but it can smash. Yeah. It can squeeze many things, can crush many things inside. May not leave any mark on the surface, but inside it may have done a lot of damages. So for instance, this is blunt. Okay? This. So if somebody strikes somebody's chest, if somebody's chest is struck with this, and somebody you forcefully hit somebody's chest, that can lead to this. Yeah. Another good example is steering wheel. Yeah. So does anybody drive here? Yes. Yeah. So that wheel is blunt. So if maybe there's a collision or something and somebody's chest strikes on that steering wheel, that is blunt. That type of trauma can lead to this. Okay? Yeah. So, first of all, you have to know what causes it. So, blunt trauma to the chest area can cause that. But what is blunt chest? We have not even defined it yet. All we have done is just surrounding area. We are clearing the surrounding area. Now we need to define it. What is blunt chest? So we know where it's coming from blunt trauma. Yeah. But what is Flail Chest? What is Flail Chest? What is? So you can put actually a question mark. What is Flail Chest? Flail Chest comes from blunt trauma to the chest, right? That's what we know. But that is not all. It happens. Now let me draw this to make it clearer. Let me draw this. So let's assume we have there's what we call the chest sternum. Okay? The sternum, okay, this is to the neck. This area is to the neck and the head. This area. This one is to the stomach. Okay? Okay? Yeah? Now you have the ribs, okay, that protect the vital organs like the lungs and the heart. So you have the ribs. And the opposite, you also have it. So below you have all those vital organs, you know, yes, the heart and the lungs in particular. And these ribs actually give us the frame in the front, and it's uniform. Yeah. Okay, so when you breathe, you see the rib going outwardly, and then when you breathe out, so it goes like this, it expands and goes like this. Okay, so that is this. So Flail Chest happens from blunt trauma, but it can only be Flail Chest if multiple ribs are broken in multiple locations. So let's assume 2 ribs are broken like this. 2 ribs are affected here, but each of them is affected in only one location. This is not Flail Chest yet. Flail Chest can only happen when at least 2 ribs are broken in 2 locations. Now this is it. This is Flail. This is a type of Flail Chest. Of course, the more ribs involved, the more critical. So let's assume you have another one broken in 3 places because the trauma is much. The blow is massive, and that blow is able to break multiple ribs in multiple locations. That will lead to Flail Chest. Any question? I hope that is clear enough. Yeah. So when the ribs, at least 2, broken, and each of them in multiple locations. So who can tell me the signs and symptoms of something like this? What do you think will happen if somebody experiences this thing where the ribs are broken, multiple ribs are broken in multiple locations? What do you think will happen? There will be pain. Yeah. It will be painful, especially when you breathe. Yeah. Painful breathing. Okay, pain. Okay, and then breathing will be painful. Okay, painful breathing. What else?
Uneven chest.
Uneven chest. Yeah. This area will no longer be even, will no longer be uniform. Yeah. Because some area will sink in. Yes. Okay, some area affected may sink in. So if you look at the person's chest, will no longer be uniform. Okay, breathing will be shallow too. Because of pain, you are not going to breathe deep. Yeah. You hang your breathing. So that is so shallow breathing. Breathing will not be deep. Yeah. Okay, because of pain. Okay. So do you think this is a 911 call? Yeah, this is a 911 call because remember there are vital organs behind, and this can actually lead to loss of life. Just imagine the lungs below this puncture, one of these bones, fracture, puncture, make a little dent on the lungs. Yeah. You know, lungs are like balloon. Yeah, they're like this balloon. They're filled with air sac. In fact, they have a lot of air sacs. So if you dent it, it may be leaking. Yeah. Okay? So one day, see, everything will just flatten out. The lungs can collapse. And another danger of this is what we call pneumothorax. Pneumothorax is when the air leaks, okay, leak from the lungs into the chest cavity. Okay? And you know, you don't have a lot of rooms on your chest. So, but because of that leakage, the air now will mount pressure on the lungs and they can collapse the lungs. So it's a 911 call because it is very, very dangerous. So when you call 911, usually because of the breathing difficulty, to help this person breathe, you give the person something like a pillow, okay, or blanket. You can fold the blanket, something very soft to hold on the chest area to help the person breathe while you wait for 911 call. So that is what the Flail Chest is. Do you have any question on this? No. Okay, so thank you so much, and then we'll move to the next topic.